What's up, fellas, and welcome back to another video. So today's gonna be more focused on people 21 and younger. Today's topic is what you should be doing or what you should have done by the age of 21. So first things first, make sure that you graduate high school. There's not really, I'm sure you've heard it, there's not much you can do in this world without a college diploma. Not a college, I mean a high school diploma. If you decide that school's not for you, I mean, I decided that after a year of college, I realized school wasn't really for me anymore. Then you should go to trade school. Trade school is a great way to do what you want to do in life, but without putting yourself severely in debt, and things are more focused on what you're interested on instead of taking prerequisite classes that bore you half to death or stress you out. It's a great option compared to like actually going to college. But also, if you don't graduate high school, get your GED at the very least. I know family members that got their GED and they're doing great in life. So keep that in mind as far as school-wise and education. That also leads me to my second point. If you choose to go to college, make sure that that's something you want to do. I know plenty of people that just go to college for their parents. I discussed this in one of my previous videos, talking about why I dropped out of college and moved away, which you should go check that out. That connects a lot to some of the stuff I'm going to talk about in this video. But yeah, make sure that you are not wasting your time and money in college doing stuff you don't really want to do, or doing something that doesn't require a degree to do, because really you're just putting yourself in debt. I mean, if you have a full ride scholarship, go for it. There's really no point in not taking up that offer. That's something that not many people get. But yes, make sure that you are doing something that requires a degree, or else you're really just wasting your time and money. So prior to college, ages 16 to about 18, what you should be doing is getting whatever job, whether it's being a busboy and working retail, fast food, whatever, and picking up as much hours as you possibly can while balancing whatever else you have going on in your life, whether it's sports or school, whatever happens to be. Make sure that you're picking up as much hours that you can possibly get while maintaining the rest of your life at the same time. You should be trying to stack up as much money as possible. Why? That's the next thing, is going to be moving out of your mom's house. Moving out of your mom, your dad's, whatever your living situation is. Moving out of home. This is such an important thing in a man's life, is fleeing the nest. Leaving your mom's house will force you to grow. Of course, don't do it if you're not ready. Like, don't set yourself up for failure. But really, that's the biggest like growth curve you're gonna hit for a really long time in your life, is moving away from home. And another thing, if you're moving out, it's really for your best interest to move out of your hometown. At the very least, you don't have to move out of state like I did. I moved 2 states away from my home, just like that. But at the very least, move out of your hometown. Don't stay where you grew up at. You're really not going to grow much as a man if you stay where you're comfortable. You got to get out your comfort zone and experience new things. So I would strongly recommend moving out of your hometown, especially since it like gets you out of your hometown mindset. And if you didn't have the best reputation like growing up in your hometown, you get an opportunity to reinvent yourself or to grow, because when you're in your hometown for your whole life, you're pretty much stuck, at least with opportunity and people and everything you grew up around. They're gonna see you as what you were and not what you're becoming. And they won't really support you turning into what you're becoming rather than trying to keep you where you're at. So with that being said, once you've moved out of home, your hometown, whatever you choose to do, that's fine by me. Just make sure you're doing what's best for you. But once you've done that, the next thing you should really be focusing on is getting your credit together and learning how to be financially smart. So this is yet another thing you can't really get anywhere in life without knowing how to do or knowing what you're doing in this area. Having good credit and actually having like a credit history will allow you to do a lot of things. And honestly, you should probably be doing this before you move out. Getting good credit is something you should do before you move out. Mainly because if you try renting a place, you try buying a place, you try getting a new car, which you don't even consider that actually. Don't consider you buying a new car. I'll get to that in a second. Well, yeah. But anyways, point being, you need credit to buy pretty much anything that you would need to like actually live. Like, you need credit. And adding on to that whole car thing being the financially smart part, don't go and buy a brand new car when you're fresh out the house. Having a car payment every month somewhere between $200 to even maybe $500 extra a month, that's not what you should be having going on in your life. Get the beater car. Pay in full. Go look on Facebook. Go look on Craigslist. Wherever. Make sure you know what you're doing when you're looking at a car. When you buy stuff secondhand, make sure that it's not completely run to shit to where you would be paying extra thousands of dollars just to get it running. But yeah, get it like $1,000 or less car, beater car, and that will get you from point A to point B where you need to go. It doesn't need to be flashy. You shouldn't be trying to like flash for everybody out here, like being a show off and whatever. That shouldn't be your focus. Just get something to be from point A to point B. That's all you really need in a car in this time in your life. And another thing with being financially smart, just don't blow your money on stupid stuff. You don't really at all need to be buying pointless stuff. You don't need to buy the new gaming console. You don't need to buy a brand new laptop unless it's for work. Unless you're using it to make money, then consider that an investment. But yeah, don't be buying stupid stuff just because or just to show off for people. And with that being said, the actual things that you should be doing and like the smart things to do with your money is to constantly reinvest. Whether it's in your business, stocks, whatever it might be. Whatever you can put money into that will have a positive return on investment, positive ROI, that's what you should be doing with your money rather than blowing it. Which that leads me to the next one, is making sure that you're trying stuff out. Try and try and try. Multiple streams of income is key. Making sure that you're putting money in different places, you're trying different things out. the key here is to throw shit at the wall until it sticks. Something will eventually stick. And keep in mind that you don't have to have everything figured out by now. You are probably very far from the point to where you're gonna get shit figured out. I mean, I'm only 19 and I've come to peace with that. I don't stress about not having it all together. I'm working through the motions to getting it together. So, yeah, just try whatever out. And the point of this should not only it shouldn't be just to make money. You should be trying stuff out that you'll actually end up enjoy doing long term. Like, it doesn't even have to be anything to make you millions of dollars. It doesn't have to put you in retirement by age 25 or less. You just have to find something you enjoy that like also brings money in. You should have, I mean, you can also have hobbies. I honestly would recommend having hobbies that they don't have to make you money as long as they keep you sane while you're like working your ass off. That's what's important. So yeah, that's mainly like a lot of the things you should have done. But tagging on to that financially literate and smart part, saving money is going to be like your best friend here. Because if your goal is to make a lot of money, my honest recommendation would be real estate. Real estate is one investment that really never diminishes. It'll never like, how do I put this? Regardless of the time we live in, the one thing that'll stay constant is that people will need places to live. People will need places to live. So investing in real estate, you're never really gonna lose money, unless you're really done with it. But yes, a lot of real estate investments require a large sum of money as a down payment. If you are trying to flip houses, whatever your case might be, you're gonna need a lot of money saved. So saving your money for whatever type of investment you choose is going to be key to getting yourself out the rat race and set you up for ages 22 and beyond. So, and I just wanted to mention, these are things you should be working towards and you shouldn't have done as far as like investing tens of thousands of dollars into a home. You should be working towards that. That should be your goal. You don't have to reach it by 21. If you do, then honestly, congrats. Like, you're ahead of the curve for 95% of people our age. But yeah, that's basically my whole 2 cents on this situation. Just make sure you graduate. Make sure if you choose to go to secondary education that it's either something you really need a degree for or go to trade school. Make sure you get your credit up and get your money saved by age 18. Move out of your home, move out of hometown or out of state, whatever you're comfortable with. But yet again, as a man, you should be pushing your comfort zone, pushing yourself to grow. That's very important. Growing your credit's an important one. Try stuff out. That's probably the biggest thing you should be doing at ages 21 and under, is trying stuff out and throwing shit at the wall and hoping it'll stick. Not hoping it'll stick, something will eventually stick if you throw enough shit at the wall. This is like, if you take anything away from this video, when you are young, you have the most freedom to fail. Failure is not bad. And honestly, it's good, because the more you fail, the more it steers you in the right direction. Like, if you try something out, it doesn't work, okay, you can take your energy away from that and put it into something else. you take, but if you do that with several things at once, it'll really just narrow it down to what you're meant to be doing quicker. So yeah, if that's anything you take away from this video, is that you have freedom to fail in your 20s, even all the way up to your 30s. After your 30s, really, you're like getting into riskier territory with putting your money places, because it depends. It depends on where you're at in your life in your 40s, but you have less freedom to fail. You definitely do. But yeah, so where was I at? I don't know. Like I put like 10 things down to talk about in this video, so like we're gonna call it number 8. So yeah, try stuff out and make sure you are goal oriented and you're working towards a future past the age of 21. So yeah, that basically concludes the video. And if you enjoyed the video, like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Yeah, so I appreciate your guys' support, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video.